Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So you might have seen the video where I cut these digitals out using my scan and cut. So I thought I'd do something with them. So I cut out some envelopes. So I've made one up. So I'll show you how to make the other one up. And in the scan and cut video, I cut these out, and then using that same shape, I then put in another digital that, you know, wasn't had an envelope pattern on it. It was just a collage sheet, and I cut it out again. And yeah, I thought that was quite clever. I liked that idea, and I will use it again. So I have my very first ever Distress Oxide pad. Don't have, as this is my first ever, I don't have any. I do have some of the Distress inks. I've got Vintage Photo here, and I've got about 5 or 6 other colours, but I don't have any Distress Oxide, so I thought I'd give them a whirl. Now, this is Walnut Stain, and I don't know if you can see there, but it's green. I don't think it's supposed to be green, and it might well be these sponges. I think I'm supposed to use felt with Distress Oxide. I don't have any. So I thought I'd try my sponges, but they do appear to have changed green. That one's less green than this one. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to try Spongy Dauber and see if that makes any difference. I do remember watching Auntie May's once, and she had bought some makeup sponges, and that seemed to turn things green as well. So let's have a look and see what happens with this one. So I am gonna go around the edges, so you can feel it slightly raised. Let me just put that back on now. When you cut with the scan and cut, you can feel the edge, whereas when you die cut, you've got like a bevel edge. So I just, I've got a flat end bone folder. You could do it with a non-flat end. I just got a flat end, so that's what I'm doing it with. I guess you could use a credit card as well. That would probably do the same job. It's just about smoothing the edges down. I prefer my bone folder, just the feel of it. So that is the first thing that I'm doing. Doing it round all of them, just to make them feel flat. Okay. And then these funny shaped ones as well. And then I'm going to go round these. So this one I've drawn round in a pencil, and I said I probably won't need to rub those pencil lines out because I'm going to ink. And indeed, I can't see those pencil lines now because there's ink where the pencil lines were. So that did work. So, well, this one doesn't seem to be turning green. So, happy days. And I think, I mean, it might be that it's a new ink pad, but I think this is needing less return to the ink pad, which is maybe why lots of people use the ink oxide, because that's a bit longer on your dauber. Maybe, I don't know. Perhaps you could tell me. I haven't watched any videos, which is my next thing to do on these ink oxides. I bought this because it was cheap. I've been looking at them thinking I'm not paying that much for an ink pad. And then I was babysitting and watching Peppa Pig for about 65 millionth time. I found myself doing other things, and one of the things I did was having a little look round and doing some shopping. And it was daytime babysitting. I have to stress it wasn't nighttime babysitting, and I had this small child up late at night. And yeah, so I then saw this this for about £2 or £3 cheaper than I'd seen. It was only this colour, otherwise I might have bought a couple, although actually I probably wouldn't. I was thinking I'd just buy one just to see how it goes, and then I might add some to me Christmas list. Not long now, although I've not had my birthday yet, so we're not allowed to talk about Christmas until I've had my birthday. Here we are, watching me ink. Right, that needs folding, so I'm just going to go around the edges. And this is on double-sided. None of the others are, because they're going to get stuck down, so it don't really matter. Although that's a pocket, you might see a little bit of that, so I would actually be wanting to blend on that. And maybe on the belly band as well. Might see a bit on there. I was thinking I might actually back those. Don't know. So all the way around the edge. And I'm going to go around the other edge when I've folded that, because I don't know which way to fold it. Yeah. So envelopes. I like to take a ruler, and this one has got a line across it. So I put my ruler across the line. I use this bone folder to just go up like that. You may have a different sort of bone folder. She says hunting around for her different bone folder. There it is in my pencil case. So maybe you've got a bone folder like that. You can still do it. So putting my ruler along that line, and then I just put my bone folder there, so it's on the edge of the ruler. Yes, I'm folding it the wrong way because I can't see the lines on the other way, and it's quite easy to just fold it the other way once you've finished. So go around the other way. There we are. So that's all got those creases. So now they will fold the other way quite easily. I'm sure you can all do this. There we go. So which is the right way up? Probably that way. Yeah. So those are going to go underneath and those are going to go on the top. So I want to ink round the inside of this envelope. And I've just printed, I've got a digital, it's just old paper, and that's what I've used on the inside of that. And then I just glue just slightly around that corner down to the end, and then I just come up here a little bit. Not too far, just a wee bit, and go up. Now you could, I haven't done and it's too late now, but if you wanted to, you could, I could probably do it So use that same principle of the ruler. I'm kind of looking at where those 2 points are and doing that again with my bone folder, and then I can fold it the other way and you can have your envelope like so, which is a little bit neater. It hasn't quite stuck down, so I have got a little bit of wiggle room. Put a bit of ink along the edge there, and I will just put a bit of glue on that flap. Stick it down so you haven't got that stickity up bit. So I might do that on these as well. So got a bit of wiggle room. I'm going to use this because it is this sponge that's turning it green. I do kind of want it to be the same colour. There we go. I'm going to put a bit of glue even, on there. I don't mind it being green because it actually goes with the colour on this paper, so it's quite cool. And if it is the sponges, then actually I've got 2 colours for the price of one, haven't I? So that's quite cool. So just do this one whilst we're at it. So yeah, I mean, I got these sponges. It was Julie from Camellia Crafts who said about these sponges that she found on Amazon, and I went and got them because I needed some, because even with my craft room overhaul I didn't find my stash of sponges, so I needed some new ones anyway. And they work absolutely fine with my ordinary ink, but they are just, this one I didn't put on the edge there, so I might put a bit more glue up there. Yeah, it's just this, just seemed to have a little bother with the oxide, because it does have different properties than the water-based ink. So, yeah. Oh, a little bit of craft lunch there. Move you out the way. There we go. So that's now ready. So got me 3 envelopes. I'm going to be mix and matching this kit because there wasn't much in it. It wasn't that expensive. And I thought it would go with some other vintagey ones that I've got. Now, like before on here, I've got a bit of a pocket there. So going to go along those bits. And then we can fold them the other way. And that's ready to get stuck down, except we can see, oh, I must have cut a bit deep there. It's all right. So we need to snip these bits off because we can see them and we don't want to see them. So take them off. Take them off. And I'll be inclined to ink on there a bit. So I am going to get one of my blending brushes, one of my new blending brushes, and I might put some special washi on it to say that it's used for the oxide. I assume it will wash out just like the others. We'll find out, won't we? So I might use that. That pad looks like it's coming out there a bit. So I'm going to use a bit of this along the edge there. Just so that on that pocket edge, if you see it slightly, I'm not going to go any further down because I don't need to. And I'll just put some of this down the edge, take that white edge off. Don't really need to go down this bit, but I'm going to go down the bottom bit. We don't see the whiteness of where that is slightly ripped, which is not going to hinder that as a pocket particularly. Particularly if I end up sewing it or something. So that's that. Have I gone round all the edges now? Yeah, I have. So that's that. I think that keep them with that so I know. I think this, to use it as a belly band, I think it needs a little bit of reinforcing. I don't think that that is good enough. It's quite thin, so I will stick that to some tea-dyed paper. We'll get some. Thought I had a scrap somewhere, but I've got a feeling I might have used it actually. So I think I'm going to stick that to some coffee dyed paper. And then it would really need cutting out again, wouldn't it? I might not use this one as a belly band. I might just use this on the edge of a pocket, because otherwise it's going to be hard to cut out again. And that kind of defeats the whole object of it being cut out when we scan and cut. That's me not thinking far enough. I think the other one I've printed on card, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. I might just then cut it out again with a scan and cut, because it will cut out again, no problem. Doesn't take 2 minutes. But the other ones I will be making sure they're printed on card. So this is 2 lots of 120 GSM going on here. Don't know if you can't see there because it's off camera, but that ink just oozed all the way out there. There we go. So that is ready to get cut out. Do need to cut that out again for that. A nice little belly band. I don't use belly bands very often, so it was like, oh, this is forcing me to use one. Right, let me just have a little look see. So we got that there, just thinking about, I like that because it's got a little bit green in it. So that's quite nice on there. Needs a bit more on there to decorate. Just sort of looking around my desk. Oh look, I've got a little bit of vellum there. Give that a ink round the edge. I'm wondering what else I could use. Don't want to add one of those to it, so they're too big. Let me get my little small ephemera and have a little look for a butterfly. Little butterfly, little ticket. Let's have a look, see. All sorts in that one. Oh, do you know, can't even undo anything. So let's have a look. Looky, looky, looky. What have we got in here? Quite like that. That's fairly cool. And we've got a little number there. Yeah, the number 4. It's got a bit of green in it. How's about that then? Right, like that, I think. So just a little inky up around here. All of these were cut on my Scan and Cut as well. Yeah, so I have, I think, probably only shown the one. So I have done a few little videos now on using my Scan and Cut because people had asked. So I thought, okay, I'll do that. There are plenty of other people out there that do videos on it. I am no expert. I am just somebody who has had one a while, and I have been using it and just learning as I go, really, and learning from other people that I've watched. So, but I don't think I want that on that side. I will cut it off. But I am specifically using my Scan and Cut in my junk journaling. So I think that's a little bit of a difference, is that I'm using it showing how useful it is if you're a junk journaler. There we go. Yep, I'll have that sticky down. I love this. This is, it's all Tracy Fox, this stuff. And that one's the vintage, what she called it, compendium. So she's done quite a few compendiums. I've got 2 of them. I've got the vintage and I got the dark one, the sort of more grungier one. I'll probably eventually get them all. I go shopping when she does a sale. So I am going to stick this one down with the glue stick because it's vellum and it shows the glue, whereas if I put glue stick all over it, then it's completely covered in glue. So I'm hoping that you won't see any glue. So there we go. And then this will just go in my ready-made ephemera stash, ready for project. Nice little envelope. Not a postage stamp in sight. There we go. Oh, she's moved. Putting in a 4 cents worth. That's not the saying. It's 2 cents, isn't it? Or pennies worth, as we might say. There we go. I like that. And then do whatever with the closure on the other side. It could be hooked round a page, could be sewn in a signature. There we go. So there's that done. These are the ones from the actual kit. That might be quite a nice way of closing that. Haven't quite decided. Haven't decided. So I'm going to leave those as they are. I think that is enough today for just a little quick video on what I did with those bits that I cut up last week. So they're all ready to be used. They're all ready for decoration. I'll have to recut that out. And yeah, just a little bit of fun. Only decorated one. Hope that was useful. Anybody got any tips on my distress ink? I just think it's really odd that this sponge turns it green. But as I say, that means I've got 2 colours, doesn't it? This sponge, that's the one before, isn't it? This sponge doesn't turn it green. So, how odd. How odd and peculiar. There we go. Liking them. We'll make some more things with this. I'm going to use these with some other kits I've got. And yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be back again with another little video very soon. Bye for now.